I'm getting up my courage to do this bag gab because I suspect you won't like it or care, because this bag is covered. It's well covered on the internet, and you might not be interested in a gab about it. However, when I was thinking about doing this series, what I said was that I would do just some chats about bags in my collection, the fab and the less fab, but still awesome. So this week, I just need to get this bag out of the way because it is in my collection, and I'm just going to put it out there right now. It is a forever bag in my collection. So let's get into it. The bag that I have, it's right here, to talk about this week is none other than the Louis Vuitton Neverfull in the GM size, and it is so big it's barely fitting so that people can see it. Let's talk about this bag. It's not a bag review. I'm not gonna talk about the pros and cons or anything like that. I'm just gonna talk about my experience with it. I'll start with where I got this bag. I got this bag from a consignment shop in Boston that I really like, and I wasn't really checking for this bag, I'll tell you. I had already owned a Louis Vuitton Neverfull in the GM size in the Damier Abin print. And I'd been loving that bag and loving it, but I was feeling like it leaned more towards winter. Not even fall, really, just winter. And we have a lot of winter in Boston, so it was perfectly appropriate. But I was getting kind of curious and interested in the monogram print. Also, I started first buying the Damier Abin print because I kind of thought it was a little more understated and it wasn't as flashy and loud as the monogram print. So I felt like it was a safe way to start exploring luxury and wearing luxury out and about. So making the decision to get this bag was kind of a big deal for me because I felt like, and at that point I also had Louis Vuitton SLGs in the monogram print, but I never had anything that was quite this big, quite this ubiquitous, and it took me a while to decide if I wanted it. So I was thinking about it, but not hard. Like I just kind of was like, oh, I wonder if I could be the kind of person who wears, you know, Louis Vuitton monogram print or any monogram print for that matter. So when I walked into that shop, the consignment shop, and they had it there, I thought, well, this is great. It was for a phenomenal price, and I still wasn't ready to bite the bullet. So I texted with my friend for like 20 minutes, like, should I buy it? And she'd been looking for it and was kind of more sure that she was interested in buying it than I was. So I said, well, I'll buy it. Somebody will want it for the price that it is. It will be used by either me or I'll sell it on eBay or something like that. So that's how I got this bag. What do I use it for? These days, less and less. But when I first got it, I used it mostly in the spring and in the summer because I think in spite of everything, it's a great spring and summer bag. It's a pretty universal print to match. It's pretty easy to wear. And so I use it on days when I just really need to carry everything. I also use it as a weekend bag for when I travel, if I'm going to a very short trip to visit a friend or my in-laws or to New York or something like that. And on days when for some reason I have like multiple things to do and I need to carry like a full-on laptop and things like that. Folks know what fit in this bag. Basically everything fits in this bag. It definitely lives up to its name. It's a Neverfull, so I won't get into that. And it is stuffed right now, so I won't bother getting into removing the stuffing, but I will point out that the way that I store this bag is with a bag organizer. That's the only thing I use bag organizers for. I don't find them particularly helpful in actually using bags, but I do find that it helps keep the shape of bags when they're being stored, so I keep that there, and then I have some air paper in there. Mine is in the mimosa lining, and I believe that is from, is it a 2011 edition of this bag? If I'm wrong, you know, let me know what you know about this bag, because I always love to hear what people know about a bag that I don't know, but I'm fairly certain it's from 2011. Can that even be true? Because I think that 2011 was the release date of this bag, so that can't be true. You know what? If you know better, let me know. I'd appreciate it. So like I said, it's in the GM size. It's wearing very well. I have no complaints or concerns about it. The corners are in excellent condition. What do I wish were different about this bag? Nothing really. I think it does exactly what it's supposed to do. It's a gigantic bag. Like, it literally fits everything, and the sides do collapse. So on days when I want to carry just a little bit more than would fit in a smaller bag without the bulk of this, I just let the sides scrunch in. And you know what? I will unstuff it just to share, because that is one of the things that I like about this bag. One of the complaints that some people have about this bag is that it's too big and it's too unwieldy, and they don't like the lack of structure that it has when it's not completely stuffed. I'm taking everything out. I don't have that concern. I actually like it when it's slouchy and just kind of I was gonna say a mess, but that's not what I mean. But I kind of like it like this, and I'm perfectly fine with that. So I'll do some mod shots so you can see what it looks like on me. It's like this. And, you know, I'll talk on a different bag gab about when people say, oh, it's too small or too big for your frame. Because I'm like, what does that even mean? If you need the room, you need the room. So a person who is 105 pounds and 5'3" should never carry a Neverfull GM. What? Like, if you have enough stuff to put in it, then that's what you need. Or if you just like it. So this is what it looks like on me. I'm not gonna lie, it's a big bag. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. But I don't think it's overwhelming or unwieldy in any way. So that's how I carry it. I did do a bag gab on my damier bin print, so if you want more information, then you can check that out. But just a big old open wasteland with tons of space. This one did come with the pochette, which I use for a different purpose, not necessarily in this bag, but I have zero issues with it. I have nothing that I would change. It's not a bag that I would wear to like a wedding or a formal event. I just don't think it's that bag. But you know what? If this is your first designer bag and you're going to a wedding and you feel like you just want to stunt and flaunt it, then I support that as well. So you do you. You do what you want to do. If it looks like this, I don't have a problem. It doesn't bother me at all that a lot of people have this bag. It doesn't matter to me at all that a lot of people have replicas of this bag, because people have replicas of every bag. So if I were banning bags just because they're replicas of them, honestly, we would all need to just stop wearing luxury. So that's ridiculous. So this is the bag. I'm dying to know what your thoughts are about this bag. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Does the vachetta bother you? That was another thing that made this not be my very first Louis Vuitton bag. I knew enough even then to know that this was going to be a little harder to, you know, keep clean and manage and stuff like that. So I did steer clear from it, but eventually I did come around, and now I have some other vachetta pieces that are up there somewhere. So yeah, in this area. So vachetta no longer scares me the way that it did. I love this bag. Like I say, I don't wear it nearly as much as I used to. I would definitely say I don't even reach for it on a monthly basis, but on the occasions that I've listed when I need a bag that just carries everything, this really does it. So dying to know, of course, your opinions. What are your thoughts about this bag? Do you love it? Would you never get it? And why not? Too many people have it. It's basic. Everybody and their dog has it. Offensive, by the way. Oh my gosh, like the thought of this bag. Also, another reason I will never get rid of it. The prices just keep going up on this bag, and what I paid for it on the used market, and I have bought this bag new in the Ibin print, and I have bought this bag new in the Azure print in Europe, and there's no way I could ever get this same bag for the price that I paid for it. So for that reason alone, I intend to keep it, and I know that it's a classic that will withstand the test of time. Maybe that's a terrible reason to hold on to a bag. You let me know what your thoughts are. So that's the bag gab for this week, and thank you for watching, and please share your comments, your thoughts, your feedback about the bag or the gabs or anything like that. And thanks. Take care. Bye, Instagram.